problems that are in the hard skill lab for chapter 6. This problem here says that in the movie Little Big League, Billy asked other baseball players to help him with his math homework. The problem states that Joe can paint a house in 3 hours. Sam can paint the same house in 5 hours. How long does it take them to work together? So the whole concept of these work problems is that it's the same job, but it's different individuals or machines that are doing the job in a certain amount of time. So the one thing you've got to understand is, like in this problem here, painting the house is a job, and it's represented by a 1, and it's always located in the numerator's place. That's the way all these problems are. The job itself is always going to be represented by a 1, and there's always going to be a 1 in the numerator's place of a fraction. So what happens in this problem is this. Joe can paint the house, which is the whole job, in 3 hours. So one job in 3 hours. Sam can paint the same house in 5 hours. So 1 over 5. Notice it's not a different job. It's the same job. That's the reason we represent it by a 1. But the time it takes Joe is only 3 hours. The time it takes Sam is 5 hours. Now the problem says, how long will it take if Joe and Sam work together? How long will it take to paint the house? So what happens is, if we have them working together, then we're going to take Joe, which is 1 job in 3 hours, plus Sam, 1 job, same job in 5 hours. And we're going to find out when we combine these, how long will it take them both to do the same job? So this is algebraic problem. So what we're going to do is we've got a denominator of 3, 5, and x. So what we're going to do is multiply this whole equation by 3 times 5 times x over 1. See, when I take this right here and multiply times 1/3, the 3's cancel and leaves me 5x. When I take this 3 times 5 times x over 1 and multiply times 1/5, the 5's cancel, which leaves me 3x. When I take this 3 times 5 times x over 1 and multiply times 1 over x, the x's cancel. 3 times 5 is 15. Now it becomes a multi-step problem. We add 5x to 3x, like terms, 8x equals 15, divide by 8 over, and we find out that with Joe and Sam working together, it should take them 15/8 hours to paint the house, which is almost a little less than 2 hours. That's the work problems.